What's going on, YouTube? How y'all feeling? If you're new here, I'm Lee, and welcome to the channel. To all of my subscribers, thank y'all for catching another one of my videos. All right, let me. Oh shit. Live chat. All right, so I'm gonna put the disclaimer out there now that I am not big on politics. Okay, so don't crucify me, and nor look at me as as an example, because I'm just gonna go over what I'm seeing in the media and what just doesn't make sense to me. All right, when y'all come into the live chat, double tap the screen, drop a comment, let me know that y'all here. So I know we all heard the news about Trump's assassination attempt, right? Now, what I kind of find, I think I have the video saved. Chris, what's going? Chris, I'm glad you came on the live because Trump's vice president, I believe they said was like, what was he? Let me go to. I got it. Wait a minute. I think his name is Vince, if I'm not mistaken. Is Vince down there doing his job in Hawaii, in Ohio, Chris? Yeah, this guy. Yeah, JD. Uh-huh. Is he down there doing his is he down there doing his job? Hey Miss D, how you feeling? Welcome to the live. Is he down there doing his job, Chris? Do he need to be our vice president? But so I know everybody's seen uh the assassination attempt. I'm gonna play it real quick. Let me turn that down. So how are we feeling about that? Chris said he is not doing his job. He's a mini Trump for real. Figures, not too far fetched. When I seen that he was from Ohio, I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to talk." I said, "I said, ooh, I can't wait to talk to Chris. I can't wait to talk to Chris." But I kind of figured. But how do y'all feel about this assassination attempt? I don't want to call it bogus because obviously it happened and people lost their lives. I believe the shooter was killed, and I think they said like somebody in the crowd was also killed and a few people was injured. So I don't want to take anything from it, but Ms. D said, "I'm sorry about what happened to him, but he's a narcissist." Straight to the point, Miss D. That's what I like. Straight, no chaser. Um, but we haven't had a president be assassinated since that I can remember. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but since I can remember, since say unalive because of YouTube. There we go. Thank you, Miss D. So we haven't had a president be unalived or assassinated since Kennedy. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? And that was in what, like the 70s or something like that. Not saying that it's impossible because it's very much so possible, but my thing is what's going on with politics now to the point that we backtracking, you know what I mean? Like we had them storm the Capitol. Well, let's not move too fast, but what's going on with politics that we are backtracking to where presidents are being, it's been over 50 years, right? So That was my thing, right? And then my next thing was, if in fact it was as severe as is being portrayed, why was Trump out doing another public speaking within days of the attempt? We don't want him to lay low for a minute. You don't want to duck him off in a bunker. He don't want you don't want to put him down in a bunker for a minute. Like, he just gonna be back out in the public, speaking publicly again, if he just had this attempt on his life, right? And then for two, how did Trump know that the shots was over? Why are you still? First of all, my hat goes off to the Secret Service team, because I would have went on my 15-minute break. I swear to God, I would have went right on my break. I'm going on my break. Soon as I would have heard him cock the gun back, I would have went on my break. Like, I'm not about to no. And uh Chris, he gains a lot more by profiting off of it. I agree. I don't understand why he wants to get back in the seat again. Shaking my head. I don't feel as though he did what he set out to do the first time. I think that he probably got, you know how it is, like your first day on the job and you're a little rusty, or your first week you're a little rusty, and then by the time you keep doing it, and now you can finesse a little bit better. You can get the job done a little bit better to your liking. You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty much what this is all about. I don't think it's money, because let's be honest, Trump got money, So I think he wanna finagle some things. But how did you know the shots was? I would have crawled off the stage if I was Trump. I'm crawling. I'm crawling all the way to Air Force One. I'm crawling in to get into the beast. I'm not ready to be fist pumping. No. And why is they up there cheering? Why they not ducking? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody in the comments said, and cut. I was done. When I say I was done, I was completely done. So the assassination, I don't know what to make of it. I do know that a few people lost their lives, which was unfortunate. They did identify the gunman as Matthew Crooks. I thought they had his name. Okay, Thomas Matthew Crooks. This is the alleged gunman, or the gunman, I should say, rather. Um, which Trump, a lot of Trump supporters was pretty much attacking the Secret Service, saying that they should have had all of the rooftops covered. They should have had drones out. I'm like, some things you just can't avoid. Like, the shooter could have been in a tree, for God's sake. So what you want to say, that they should have had all of the trees covered? Like, I don't know, but I don't see how they trying to flip that onto Biden and say that Biden need to basically fire the head of the Secret Service. Like, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that, but this is the guy. I believe they said, is this the, let me see if this is the one. Okay.
I hope he's turning this way. Be
He
careful.
said he's turning this away. Mm. He's turning this away. He was so young, shaking my head. Yes, he was, Miss D. The camera people always survive, though. That's a known fact that we can't argue. The camera people always survive, but he said he's turning this away, yet and still we still got a perfect angle of what's going on. I would have been gone. Like, I don't know. Maybe people want to be a part of recording history or something. I don't know, but I would have been gone. But yeah, the shooter was definitely young, Ms. D. I believe they said that he was in his 20s, and that he had a problem with being bullied. I thought this was the one that I had it saved on. Maybe not. Yeah, this isn't the one that I had it saved on. Up here it is.
You've had members of the community come and approach us, including one person who said he actually went to high school with this suspected shooter. I want you to listen to a little bit of our conversation there.
He was bullied almost every day.
In what way? Can you explain?
I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays. So they're going to see someone like that, and they're going to target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it.
Large media presence here. You've had members of the community come and approach us, including...
But for one, that's why I don't mess with people. Those quiet ones is the ones that you got to be careful of, because those will be the ones that get you every time. But I don't know. Politics is just so like, it's just so sticky. You never know. Like when people use the word thugs, people acting like thugs, and they try to associate that with being black a lot. No, a thug is just a characteristic, and a lot of people in politics act like thugs. So I don't know what to believe about that whole shooter situation, but I don't know. Mm. And did y'all see the trend with the people walking around? Is this it? No, that's not the one. They walking around with freaking band-aids on their ear. With band-aids.
It's the fashion of the delegates, and I want to point out the latest trend that we spotted. This is Joe Neglia from
Tempe, Arizona.
Tempe, Arizona. This is your first convention?
Well, the first one I attended, I was elected in 2022, but that one was canceled because of COVID.
And I noticed what you're wearing on your right ear.
This is the newest fashion trend. I'm getting this going. Everybody in the world is going to be wearing these pretty soon. It's the latest thing. My wife tells me I dress like an engineer, but I'm setting new fashion ground here. So.
And you just made this in your hotel room today with an envelope or what?
No, I folded it up on the bus on the way here.
Joe, thank you for that. We're tracking all sorts of things.
So could that be considered as like gang members wearing bandanas? Or no? You can't associate that with that. Could that be associated with gang members wearing bandanas? Then walking around with with envelopes and tissue and band-aids on their ear? I don't know. Let me go grab my bandages real quick. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's giving very much gang to me. Like, they already done ran into the Capitol. The man then set himself on fire outside of the freaking his Trump court hearing. They walking around with bandages on their ear. They already got the hats was okay, I guess. I mean, I guess, but I'm not feeling nothing about, and I'm not against Trump. Because I'm not into politics. I already said that. So I'm not necessarily against Trump. I'm not against any of them, because I just feel like they're gonna do what they want to do regardless. And that might be ignorant of me to say and feel and think, but that's just what it is at this point in time. Maybe in the future I'll get more invested in it, but right now, and I'm just not too invested in it. And then Mr. Biden, I don't I don't know. Biden needs a break. Biden needs a break. I don't know. I don't know what Camilla is doing or what she not doing, but I feel like she need to help Biden out, because Biden needs a break. He just does.
To beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump.
So that was him calling Vice President Harris Donald Trump name. And like people saying, this is not his first time doing stuff like this. They said he always freezing up. He need help getting off the stage. Like, they feel as though they trying to hide his mental state from us. Poor fella. Joe is tired. Joe is tired. Joe needs to, I don't know. I think I think he did. He had a successful run. We survived without going to war. That'd be my main thing. Just going to war. All of the other stuff that comes in between, they're gonna do what they want to do. As long as they don't go starting those stuff and bringing it back home, that's all I'd be worried about. So we survive without going to war. A win is a win for me. What else was on here that I had saved? Oh, Miss Amber Rose. Miss Amber Rose. Did y'all catch her at the Oh no, that's not the one. That's the one with Jocelyn. Jocelyn gonna spank her again, and I hope she do.
Family is racially diverse. And I believe the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it."
So I'm not going to play that whole thing because I don't even want to hear it. That might be unfair to anybody that views the video, but I don't like nothing about it. Because not because of how she identified, as far as identifying as a black woman or a white woman. She got a white father and a black mother. So she identifies as biracial. That's her business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I feel as though she stood in front of them people at that convention and she made it seem like she was a part of a community that, Amber, we know that you're not a part of. As far as gas prices, everybody know on payday, we don't worry about gas prices. We don't worry about prices on payday. Amber, every day is payday for you. You saying something about the food that's put on the table for your kids. Amber, your baby father is a black celebrity. You're not worried about those things. Those things are probably the least of your worries. I guarantee you, while she's giving that speech, she got on Balenciaga or Fendi or whatever brand you want to use as an example. So long term or even short term, that do affect some people, but Amber is not one of them. I would have appreciated it much more, and it wouldn't have seemed so intentional to me if she would have spoke on things that really affect her. What rich people problems are, I don't know. But I know it ain't gas prices. I know it ain't what you putting on the table as far as food. So don't get up there and talk these things in front of us. And my opinion is, I feel as though Trump is using Amber Rose to kind of bridge that gap between him and women. Because a lot of women don't really like Trump from what I see. A lot of women disagree with Trump from previous statements that he made and different rights that he want to, different rights that he want to revoke as far as women rights is concerned. So a lot of women don't like Trump. In my opinion, Amber Rose is being used to bridge that gap. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but I think she's being used to bridge that gap. As far as if she's being used like racially or not, I don't really know, because she don't really claim to be black. So I don't know if that is the point or not. But Jocelyn told us a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, but on what was that show that she was on? What are they going to show it?
She feels like she's black.
Because she's black. Her mama black. She got a big black pussy. We all do. That's black up in here. And she just don't want to be black. But
why do you say that?
But this is nothing I'm saying. She said this on camera before. Why is everybody so shocked that I said it, you know?
But no, why do you, because you called her a Karen?
She's definitely a Karen.
What makes her Karen?
She don't like to be black. She got black children, and you should hear some of the things that come out of this white lady's mouth.
She's always said, I'm black, I'm half black, I'm half white. So she, speaks to both sides of her.
Well, the videos I've seen say otherwise, but that's not either here or there. That lady has enough problem. Her baby daddy just left her for a 75-year-old. Let's not even go there. Okay, she got enough hurt in her heart, and she's going through enough things to fail marriages. But one thing about me, I'm gonna speak the truth. You can lie to yourself, and that one minute I'm there. You can't lie to nobody else.
So they were on a show. I can't think of the name of the show. It freaking skips me, but they got into an altercation basically um because Amber was using her privilege, I believe, like, and only saying that she was black when it was convenient for her, you know. So I agree with that 100%. Like, I don't know. I try not to see race when I look at people, but I definitely see when I love Jocelyn too, Chris. I really do. Jocelyn is. They said Jocelyn do a lot, but tell a lie ain't one of them. Cause she definitely gonna tell the truth. And how did Biden get COVID? What is going on, Biden? How did Biden get COVID? The beast, the car that he traveled in, that got his own filtration unit. The Air Force One own filtration unit. He can't eat without his food being examined. So how in the world? I mean, it's easy. It could be as simple as somebody using the same pen as him. I get it. You know what I mean? But like, come on, Biden. If they do something to Biden, I'm telling y'all now, it's going to be a problem. If they touch Biden, I'm telling you now, I'm riding for my uncle. I'm not playing. Like, they better leave Biden alone. But he said that he's feeling well, that he's feeling better. And he do have the vaccination and a booster, which is another thing, because I mean, they did say that you could still get COVID even though you had the vaccination and a booster, but I didn't get any of it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Did you get it, Chris? Are you vaccinated and boosted? I'm not. Mm-mm. Especially when they said that you could still catch it. Especially when they said that you can still catch it even after getting all of that. No. Mm-mm. What's the point? But hopefully Biden pulls through from that. I'm not vaccinated. Chris, I feel like you lying a little bit. Chris, I feel like you lying just a little bit. You probably got the first dose. Right after his assassination attempt, the judge I don't trust that. I don't trust what it is at all. For sure. And that's why I didn't get it. I'm like, you you're not about to pump nothing up in my veins. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Nope. Don't even get the. I've never got the flu shot either, Chris, because I could never understand why people say that once you get the flu shot, that's them putting the virus into your body so that your body can build an immune system for it. So you get it so you catch the flu when you get that's no, not mine. I'm good. I just take my chances, and by the grace of God, knock on wood, I have never caught the flu. Now, and I did get COVID, but I only got COVID because somebody else had COVID that was working in a jail, which was completely nasty. And then being around that person is how I caught COVID. But me just catching it on my own, no. Yeah, so I agree with that, Chris. But the judge dismissed the classified documents case against Donald Trump, and this was right after the assassination attempt. So like you said earlier, Chris, I do feel as though Trump is using a lot of this stuff to gain him publicity and to get his voters and his fans at this point fired up and to get them going. And I think is I don't know, I don't want to put nothing into the universe, but I think it's working between all of the things that's been happening surrounding Trump, as far as the assassination, as far as the man setting himself on fire at his court hearing, as far as them finding him guilty, storming the Capitol, them making it seem like Biden, which I don't want to say making it seem like Biden is falling apart, because Biden is falling apart. I know a used car when I see one. I know Biden is falling apart. But I think all of this is going to get his people riled up and get them out there to vote. That's where I think this is going at with it. But they dropped the classified documents case. I think this was what we was talking about on one of the other lives that we had, Chris, when somebody said like that he had paperwork in the bathroom, in a closet, and just like all over the place or something like that. So I'm guessing that that's what this. Did they go into details about it? Matter of fact,
My entire family is racially.
I don't want to see her face. Yeah, it's definitely giving used call, Chris. I couldn't think of something else to say quick enough. Sometimes my brain be working fast, sometimes it don't. But it's time for Biden to get an oil change. Well, that's what we could say. An oil change. It's time for oil change. It's definitely time for Biden to get an oil change. But yeah, a lot of his people are getting fired up behind it. You know, so I don't really know. I really wish Michelle would run. I really wish she would run. She would make history. Her and her husband would have made. She would make history, and her husband made history. That would be dope. But see, I'm not big on politics, so I don't really know what any of them stands for, what any of them say they're going to do, what they've been doing, what they haven't been doing. I just see what pops up in the media here and there, turn my nose up at it, and keep it moving. You know, like. But yeah, it's the fact that so they dropped these charges, this case right after the assassination attempt, and then but don't he supposed to be going up for? Wait a minute, did his what is it called? His sentencing, was that postponed? What was, because that was scheduled for the 11th of this month. I must have missed it because I didn't see any news about that. So did he get sentenced on the 11th, or my dates off, or are my dates off? Because I could have swore it was the 11th. Which leads me to my next question: is how is it that we can have a convicted felon run the United States? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's paused. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I wish they would have paused my stuff at this point. Like, that's crazy. But how is it that, and it don't, so time out. So you can run the United States as the president with a felon, but you can't vote for the president as a felon? Makes zero sense to me. But okay. Since the Supreme Court immunity ruling. Yeah, that was just a second language to me, Chris. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I get you. I got you. But is all nonsense. I don't know. It's all nonsense if you ask me. What else did I have saved in here? I don't trust that JD guy. I don't even know him, but I just don't trust him. I'm deep into politics. I know you are. That's a good thing, though. You should know what's going on around you. I just know once the bombs get to dropping that I'm finding somebody bunker to crawl in. That's all I know. Other than that, because I honestly feel like, so let me ask you, Chris, since you're deep in politics, do you really think that who's ever selected as a president, which I already know what you probably want to say to that question, but do it really matters? What difference does it really make? The U.S. is just been shit. Like the U.S. is like a 1950 box Chevy with a rebuilt engine, a rebuilt transmission, and 120 freaking owners. Like, what can you do with that? What can you do with that? Throw the whole country away. That's the only thing that you can do with it. You keep giving this raggedy Chevy these new owners, and they keep breaking down. They trying to fix what the next person then did. They not using the same mechanic, so that mechanic don't know what that mechanic did. It's just the U.S. is a mess, in my opinion. It's just a mess. So I don't necessarily think that is a person that can, one single person that can fix it. I think they can lie and scandal and finagle their way into the seat, and then give some people what they want, give some other people what they want, and then they reap the benefit in the middle somewhere. Like, I don't know. I haven't voted since Obama, sorry to say. I was going to vote for Hillary just because she was a female and she would have been the first female president, and that's a major part of why I voted for Obama. I mean, granted, I was 18. That was my first time voting, but I just wanted to be a part of that history. So, yeah, I did vote for Obama on both his terms. Did I know anything about Obama? Absolutely not. But that's the same with Hillary. I didn't know anything about Hillary. I just knew she would have been the first female president. So as crazy as it may sound, that was my way of thinking at that time. So that's what I did. But now I just choose not to vote because there's so many smoke and mirrors. It's like you don't know what to believe. There's so many smoke and mirrors, you just don't know what to believe. So who's your vote going to, Chris? Who your vote going to? I see a few people in the chat, 6 people, I believe, in the chat. Who are y'all voting for 2024 election? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to voice your opinions. I'm not voting. And are these the only 2 candidates that's running? I don't think it is. I believe it's I thought they said there was 2 other people that was running, or maybe they said that they was too far out of the race. I can't remember. I don't know. But I hope they get to the bottom of this 20-year-old that oh, he was from Pennsylvania. Oh man. I think it happened in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he was from Pennsylvania. Butler, Pennsylvania. Chris, we're gonna have to I'm so irky, but we're gonna have to do a panel on YouTube one day and talk about politics so I can get on your nerves about it. Cause I'm sure gonna act like I know what I'm talking about. Just to see your face. Just to see you turn red.
And about his character. Folks, I know what a black job is. It's the Vice President of the United States. I know what a black job is. The first black president in American history, Barack Obama. And about his character.
Biden got that saying together and said it with his chest. He said, I know what a black job is. It's the Vice President of the United States. Okay, Uncle Biden is the first black president, Vice President, and President of the United States. So this was apparently what Trump had said. I didn't catch it, though.
Inflation. It was.
Wait a minute.
perfect. It was so good. All he had to do is leave it alone. He destroyed it with his Green New Scam and all this money that's being thrown out the window. He caused inflation. As sure as you're sitting there, the fact is that his big kill on the black people is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs, and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
Thank you. President Biden?
Anymore. He caused this
Okay,
inflation.
wait
I
a
gave
minute.
him-
So now I'm confused. I think I started out confused, to be honest. I don't care. Yeah, but I had to clean up his words with a black job as being second. Hey Tracy baby, welcome to the chat. So wait a minute. Who? Not Tracy baby. I called you Tracy baby. My bad. Non-ether channeling. Welcome to the chat. Y'all go and subscribe to her channel as well. Dope content creator. Non-ether. So wait a minute. Biden said black job. First of all, what is a black job? Let's start there. What is a black job? Was he speaking like as far as like percentages or something, or like or industries? Like what was he meaning by that? I don't get that. So who said that first though? Biden said that or Trump said that? Because it's given that Trump said black jobs, and then Biden set the record straight. So I don't really know. But what is a black job? Because to me, okay, Trump said it first. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, what is a black job? What is that classified as? But Trump said it first. Okay, cool. Yeah, what is a black job, and why is black jobs associated with Mexicans that's crossing the border? What does that mean? That we all supposed to be working in a sweatshop? I don't know. I don't want to sound racist, but that's what is given to me. That's what I feel like. That black people is supposed to be doing labor jobs, working in sweatshops. But is that far-fetched to feel as though that's how Trump feel? And I hate to sound like I be on a hate train, because I really don't. I try to like look at situations from all different angles, but when a person makes it hard to see the good in them, that's just what it is. And I don't one thing that I can appreciate about Trump though is I feel as though, and some people say that no, I'd be wrong, that that's not really who he is, but I feel as though Trump going to tell you what it is regardless. It's just up to you if you want to listen to what he say. But Trump going to be straightforward. He going to be a straight shooter. And that's something that I can respect from Trump words came first. Okay, cool. That's something that I can respect from anybody. It's honesty. You know what I mean? So to what magnitude Trump is honest, I don't know. But I definitely feel like Trump will tell you what it is. He's saying we get turned down. He's saying we get turned down the most, yet they will give it to someone that don't belong here. Now, I can agree on that. I can agree because that's another thing that Trump was trying to do. Now, as far as like building a wall to keep people out, but I guess like once they come here, what can they do if you don't allow them to work? But I can agree as far as keeping the jobs here in the United States, because we outsource for a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like we outsource for a lot of things that we can do here on our own soil, we go everywhere else for, you know. And then not only that, we allow people to just come in and take, you know, the limited amount of jobs that we do have. Finding a job is hard, especially in a career path that you want to be in, something that's beneficial. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always easy, especially when you got a lot of obstacles up against you. Trust me, I know. So I can appreciate that. That's one of the things that I can appreciate about about Trump. So, non-ether, are you voting this election? If so, who you voting for, or are you undecided? Chris, you still didn't answer my question. Don't try to slide on about this live. Christopher Travis and Mr. Inspired Chats himself. But yeah, I don't know. Something is coming down the pipe. Every time I look into politics though, non-ether, it always remind me of when you were saying that you ready to start training on a treadmill. When you said you was ready to start training on a treadmill because the stuff is about to get real. Like, yes, I swear that cracks me up every single time. All right, so we got one vote down. Chris said Trump 2024. Okay, Chris. I knew you was serious the first time that you said it on the first live I did with Trump. But then you just said that his partner, his vice president, was a crook just like him. So wait a minute, Chris, make it make sense for me. Sharina Belly, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Sharina Belly, are you voting this election? I'm a business owner and need my tax cuts. Trump let us do whatever we want on these financial books. I got kids. Okay. I can respect it. I can vote for a crook and a felon. Look, Chris, you making it hard. I said okay. I'm doing well. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good, Sharina Belly. I just threw this live together last minute because I keep saying stuff about Trump. And just politics, period. And I can't make a what is, how do you say the saying? I can't make a, what is the saying? I don't know how the saying go, but I can't make a whole of it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I feel like something is going on. Tree said that we need to get on now. I'm a felon. Don't mean I don't. Wait a minute. I'm a felon. Don't mean I can't also be a manager. Period, Chris. Okay, so we got some Trump supporters in the building. I see y'all. I look, I don't know. I already said I don't do politics, so I'm gonna keep my Sharina Non-Ether said, hey. I'm gonna keep it to myself. I just know that Biden is tired, so I wouldn't feel comfortable with putting Biden back in that seat because obviously somebody is going to be, his joystick is going to be unplugged. You know how you got the little brother that want to keep playing the game, and so you give him the joystick, but you unplug it. Biden joystick is going to be unplugged. Biden need help finding his way up off the stage. Not sure what I'm doing this go around. Yeah, Biden need help to get up off the stage. Like, I don't know. I'm just fearful for who behind the scenes can get into Biden ear. You know, that's why I wouldn't want to vote for Biden again, because I'm just scared for that reason. Trump just Trump is like, I don't know. It's just something about him that I just I like to think that I'm very a good judge of character when it comes to people, and it ain't been led me wrong this long. So I don't know. I wouldn't vote for Trump. I'm just saying. Do I think he'll be a good president? They're already there. Yeah, I could agree. Do I think he'll make a good president? When Trump was in office, stuff didn't seem too crazy. It's just the things that Trump do that scares me. Like, yeah, it's like the things that he do that kind of scares me with him. That be like, my main thing is just going to war. I ain't even gonna lie. That just be Trump is like as he strike me as being hot headed. Like he just ready to go whenever, wherever, whoever. Like that part I can't take because I don't have no bunker to go and crawl up in when them people start dropping them bombs. Like I don't want to have to turn on the news and see that, you know what I mean? We got 9/11 all over again. Like, no, that's what keeps me away from Trump. Now, whatever finagling and scamming, wonder why Biden's vice president don't throw her hat in the ring. I don't know. I think she probably should keep her hat on, to be honest. Just keep the hat on. Don't even take the hat off to throw it in the ring because I haven't seen her this whole, and I could be wrong because, like I said, again, I'm gonna keep saying I don't keep up with politics. Doing this live is something that's just out of the ordinary for me. But I haven't seen her this whole, what is it called? This whole term, I haven't seen her. But I didn't see. No, Melania was the first lady. She wasn't the vice president. See, I was ready to say I haven't seen Melania even when Trump was in office. I just seen her smiling and blinking, but she was the first lady. But yeah, I haven't seen her anywhere. Oh, so dang. So wait a minute. So see, look, I was about to sound real stupid. I was about to say something that was going to sound real crazy. I'm glad I kept it to myself. Chris, I'm gonna need a lot of room. Nah, Ether said he put prices down. You got to remember he still was raised around them. He put prices down. You got to remember he was raised around them. Who we talking about? Not Ether. Trump was raised around Caucasians, Europeans, or I think that's, or Trump was raised around us. And then also who was in office with COVID? I think Trump was at the beginning of COVID. Biden was at the end of COVID. Yes, greedy people. Period. Yeah. And it's like, what is it that, like, it might be some type of relief at that point in time while he's in office, but what happens a few years from now when people taxes get audited and they come in and they swiping and seizing property and vehicles and all kinds of stuff because we done got caught up in the madness of tax evasion, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like underhanded stuff. And then he had that situation with Putin. What happened with Putin? Sharina Belly probably gone, but I know she was dibbing and dabbing in that on her channel. But what happened with President Putin? Him and Putin got into some stuff or something like that. I don't even remember what happened, but something happened. They not like us. You know what? I just seen what is that man name? Dr. Oshmar, Bushmar, or something like that. Dr. Oshmar, or whatever his name is, going off saying that song, telling whoever's Kendrick Lamar to clarify who he was talking to. They like not us. Sharina Belly said, for me, it's not the things that we know Trump has done, which is disgusting. It's those things that they're not telling us that he's done that gives me cause to pause. I agree. Non-Ether said, I think he want us to come together to get rid of the system. Non-Ether Umar. Yeah, Umar. Who is this Umar guy? Because I can't take him. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I can't take Umar. I can't take somebody that I don't know. I don't like a person that's not open-minded. I'm not saying change your beliefs or what you feel or how you feel, but sir, who are you? Who has the answer to you? Who cares that you don't like them? Who cares that you're not going to support them? Who cares anything about you? People are only a part of your reality because you make them a part of your reality, because you think about them, because you entertain them. That's what makes people a part of your reality. If you don't think about people, don't worry about people, they will be non-existent. At least in my world, that's how I think. So, Mr. Omar Shumar, who are you? Bye. Goodbye. But as far as the system, that's a good one. I don't know. What is it called? The New World Order? Is that what that is? When it's like no system or something like that? You might got reel me in on that one, because I might have went too far out. But ain't that's like the New World Order or something like that, when it's like no government or something? Now, I do think certain parts of the government, I feel like it should all be revised, whichever word it is. Y'all know where I'm going at with it. But I feel like it should be revised, like, because some stuff is outdated, but we still honor it, you know. But a lot of things are outdated and just need to change. Now, as far as getting rid of the system altogether, I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know. But I definitely think it needs to be looked over with a fine-tooth comb and make it more equally, more fairly in whatever ways that we can, because we all know that the system is, in my opinion, can be used and is used to target people. Majority black people, I feel as though. But it could be used for opposite races, you know, like especially when they want to get you going, get you up out the way. But yeah, it's definitely like Sharina Belly said, the things that we don't see. And that's what people, period. But that's what kind of like is shaky. Like, I don't know. But yes, ether is helpful, but mostly harmful. I agree, especially when it's being used against you, you know. And when they find loopholes, like a felon can be the president. A felon can be the president, but a felon can't vote. Stuff like that is what scares me about the system. That makes no sense. A felon can have nuclear codes, but can't possess a firearm, can't buy a firearm. Stuff like that about the system is what scares me. Corporations run the office. The office is a corporation. We are a corporation. That's all the United States is. That's why I would go the first chance that I get. I swear I would. I don't know where I would go, but I would get from out of here. I would get from out of here. I hope y'all don't hear this, but mind your business. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it don't make sense. It don't make sense to me, but hey. But what do you do next? Where do we go from here? If we can level out the playing field, I think it'll be better. And a part of the reason that I don't like Trump too, a big part of the reason is because I don't like Trump supporters. And I'm sorry for not all of them. I don't like a lot of Trump supporters because I feel like a lot of Trump supporters, grandparents owned them plantations. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel, and I'm being honest, But I feel like a lot of them owned them plantations. When I used to work in, was that PA? I think that was Pennsylvania. That wasn't Delaware. That was Pennsylvania. Oh my goodness. When I say they had the Confederate flags, the Trump flags, riding around on pickup trucks, I dared to be outside at nighttime. Boy, I'm not closing no store. I don't know what to tell y'all, but Demetrius ain't closing no store. I'm not. No. They pulling up in the morning to get coffee and pickup trucks with, big flags, not bumper stickers. We not talking about bumper stickers. We talking about the flags that be over top the freaking school buildings. The flag so heavy that the back of the truck is leaning, and it be a multitude of them, just like a lot of them. Like, no. Those days are over with. Those days been over with, and I feel as though a lot of his supporters, they don't. No, not all of them though. And it's not a black or white thing, ultimately for me, but for a lot of his supporters, I feel as though it is. Because I try not to see race. I just try to see people for who they are. Whether they white, black, green, purple, whatever. As long as you are honest, a stand-up, genuine person, then I can rock with you. But when you start throwing curveballs and monkey wrenches in the game, I can't rock with that because I can't trust you. I don't like being around people that I can't trust. I don't like being around people that I can't trust. But thank you, Not Ether, for holding the comments down. Thank you, Chris, for holding the comments down. Thank you, Sharina Belly, for holding the comments down. I think that's the only names that I seen in the comments. Almost sure. Oh, Miss Royal D, thanks for holding the comments down. I appreciate y'all a ton. Non-Ether said, and no BG&E working just to pay bills is said. I agree. And to be honest, I don't care. Well, I can't say how much you make, but I've made as little as minimum wage when minimum wage was $7.25. Granted, I didn't make that since I was 18, but from the age of 19 up until now, my salary have always been between $40,000 to $65,000 a year, and even that is not enough. I was bringing home at a point in time about $1,200 a month after tax. A week after taxes, and even that is not enough because once you pay car insurance, car payment, rent, BG&E, food, phone bill, you left with next to nothing. You know what I mean? You might have a few extra dollars to get you an outfit here and there, but you still robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like, and taxes is a joke. Taxes is a joke. The amount of money they was taking from me in taxes was some of my co-workers' weekly salary, and at the end of the year I didn't get that money back unless I had a dependent. That would be one of the bonuses of having a child, is to get that earned income and anything else that comes along with it. But Chris said, gotta run. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I've been live for an hour and you have been here for an hour, so I appreciate it. Thank you as always. Chris, and you owe me a live on Instagram too, because the last time you asked me to go live, I said you go live and I'll join your live, and you have yet to go live, so I'm waiting. Or you can go live on YouTube, because your YouTube is just sitting there. I'll be checking it out, but you ain't been posting. Get it together, Chris. Get it together. But yeah, that's the madness that's going on right now. Nah, Ether, if you still in the chat, okay, deal. You said it the last time, Chris. And get that bunker ready. Get that bunker ready. But nah, Ether, I am going live tomorrow on the who is it? The Melly case. Check out my IG post though. All right, I'm getting on top of it as soon as I get off of here. I know it's some madness. I'm going live tomorrow, now, Ether, if you still in the chat on the Melly case. I would like if you join me if you join me with covering that story. We will talk today. And our date is coming up. Today is the 18th. I believe you said the 20th or the 22nd. So yeah. Yeah, I ain't forget. But I'm going live tomorrow and on the Melly case. I might cover Julio Fulio again because the people want Julio Fulio the 22nd. Okay. We got a few more days. The people want Julio Fulio, but I'm not the type of creator to beat a dead horse. But it's like I want to give the people what they want, but I can't beat a dead horse. I don't know. Like, I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna circle back on that one or not. But I definitely have a live scheduled for tomorrow for Julio Fulio, for what is his name? YNW Melly. And I know you be tapped in and stuff like that. If you want to join the live, I'm sending you an invitation to get up just for a second if you choose to. But this is going to conclude this live because it's been an hour. And I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. I want to call you Tracy Baby so bad. I'm gonna send you the link so we can chop it up. If you get a chance, you said let's go. I'm up top tomorrow. Peace. All right, now Ether, love you much. But this concludes this live. If you do end up catching a replay, make sure you drop a like and a comment if you feel up to it. And please do not forget to subscribe. I'm working on getting the channel monetized. And that is a big part of it. I want to say halfway to the first level of getting monetized on YouTube. I believe I'm halfway there. Probably a little, well, nope, I'm not going to take nothing from myself. I'm a little more than halfway to get monetized on YouTube. So make sure that y'all like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. All right. And I will see y'all on the next video, the next live, the next whatever, community post, the next something. I'll see y'all. All right. Y'all be safe and enjoy the rest of your day.